the iSPARK drum machine from Arturia. I've been hoping for a while that they would bring it to iOS, and here they have iSPARK. It's for your iPad, and actually I hope they'll make it for the iPhone as well, just because it's that good. It's one of my highest recommendations for a software drum machine that also gives you the feel of hardware here. This is iSPARK LE control panel that you can connect to the iPad if you have the connection kit. This is running on an iPad Pro, and as you can see on the iPad Pro, the controls are about the same size as the iSPARK hardware machine, so that's cool. It requires a newer iPad of 64-bit processor to run it, so my iPad 3 doesn't run it. So make sure to check that your iPad is one of the newer ones that can handle this program. And I'm trying it out on my friend's iPad Pro here. It is impressive. It's a complete beat music studio, basically, in an app. So here's how we would make a basic beat. We have the drum pads here. This is the pattern mode for switching between the patterns. There are a lot of redundant controls. What does redundant mean? That just means that the same controls are viewable in different views of the thing here. This is the pitch view. You can switch that. You can go to the sequence where you see it as a piano roll or XOX sequencing. So I'm going to go ahead and put down kick drums. Play some closed hats. And just like any good drum machine, we have the tempo controls and the shuffle here. So if I want that to sound more or less shuffle on the pattern, I can get that. So reduce the tempo a bit. And you can also have synth voices, or you can put any sound with audio copy on these pads. Everyone is thinking of trap these days, so we have the roller. If I select the roller, this will go. Anything that I hold down will be played at the note length. So for trap, you might set it to 1/32 here, and then you can do things like this. And you can do this, you can change the roller length. And of course, the roller will follow the shuffle value, so set it. Or if I turn off the roller, this becomes the looper, which repeats a short section of the drum loop. Over again. But it keeps it in time with this. And actually, this is one of the best sort of looper effects that you have on a drum machine. It's sort of like step jump on Electribes, but works a little different. It works very well. It keeps everything in line. You have a repeat thing here as well. Which actually repeats a bit of the audio. That's cool. You can change this. Can you hear that? It's a tape stop effect. And you can flip through. By holding these down, you can get a bunch of other interesting effects like reverse. Actually, like I was saying, this is one of the best examples of beat chopping on a drum machine app, or a real drum machine for that matter. The Spark, it's all about being an app that has all of the good features of a hardware drum machine. And of course, if you have the controller with it, that is exactly what you have. Anyway, so, but these are just the first bank of drums that it loads up when you start. And I can buy more from this expansion store. These are in-app purchases for more drum kits. But it already includes a pretty good example of a lot of drum kits when you first buy it. So, you know, I'll switch this up. We'll try Red Planet. And I can see, you know, the Red Planet, the author of the kit, the style, Electro. So I'm going to load the kit. It'll just load the drum kit, not the demo song that goes with it. So, drum kit, loading. So, my same pattern. Sounds different because it's, you know, triggering a different set of pads. But, say I don't like this bass that is being triggered here. I can also change just one drum or pad at a time. And to do that, I go into Studio. It's called Studio, but I would call this button Pad because it controls what's going on each of the several pads. You can, once again, redundant controls here. You can look through all your different pads and see, you know, you're editing it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the Select button here. And then I can look through a long list of different types of sounds, try them out, see how it sounds. There's that Electro House echo sound that's kind of interesting, or this reverse effect, or vocals. Includes a lot of different stuff that is ready for you to use. And like I said, you can also use user instruments, make your own thing. I've already sampled some of my own voice. If you want more cowbell, you have more cowbell. You can tap this to listen to it quickly. Anyway, a lot of different drums. Of course, it's a drum machine. There better be a lot of drums. Industrial sounds, that's cool. Machine. Yep. All different styles, that's cool. I'm going to load this sound up on pad 14. So when I hit that, that confirms that I'm switching the sound. On any one of these sounds, I can use this tune mode and play a tune if I want to do it that way. Actually, I see that retunes the pad to a position. But in the sequence, I can also do this. Automation. Let's see, we go down. That's kind of annoying, but maybe I'll keep it and just adjust it. Here's a size comparison between the Spark LE and the iSPARK. This is the control module that originally was designed for use on the computer version. But you can plug it into the iPad if you have the camera connection kit USB adapter. I don't actually have that here because I'm trying it out on my friend's iPad Pro here, but on a future video we will cover this use of it. But basically it's just like a second copy of the controls here. So basically I could use these to play the pads. I could use this effects pad to do my thing on here while I switch this page to another thing, like maybe the sequencer. so then I could switch out my sequences, or I could go to my mixer and fade in and out these channels. In addition to the sequence mode, there is a song mode where you can arrange your tracks into sequences here by just dragging and dropping them to this list. And also there's a perform mode, which features a large this is the filter pad on one side, and then this sort of chopping pad, I guess you call it, the repeater or looping type of pad on this side. Strobe. It's this sort of clicky repeating. But anyway, this allows you to flip back and forth between your different song mode sequence lists. And a sequence can be up to 4 bars. So basically, you get a lot of capability to arrange your tracks. You can see my review of the iSPARK hardware and software, earlier reviews, because it all works quite similarly, and this is one of my favorite drum machines. It's a combination of hardware and software, but you only need the software to run the iSPARK. You don't need to operate anything else in terms of hardware. So it's a good start, and if you really like it, you'll probably want to get one of these controllers to operate it, or you can use other MIDI controllers if you want. So very flexible. This is VJ Franz K taking a quick first look at iSPARK from Arturia, and we'll go more in depth later. I recommend you pick this app up immediately. You'll be happy with the drum sounds, the ability to sequence and chop them, and use them. You can use them with your other iOS apps. You can just sample sounds right out of the air. It's a really nice program, and I will use it myself. Anyway, thank you for your views. Give me suggestions, comments, everything. Tell me what you'd like to cover. If you or your company has software or hardware devices that you would like to see reviewed or discussed on this channel, please get in touch with me, and let's make this happen. There are a lot more things to review than I can afford to buy myself. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. VJ Franz K, please click my sponsor tab if you can afford to make a small donation. Everything helps keep this on the air. This is the high-tech lifestyle, and we are living it to the fullest.